Yo, what's happening people? I'm Error from ErrorTheProducer.com, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some AI powered plugins that generate melodies and bass lines.
Error on the track.
So the plugins we're going to be looking at today are the brand new pilot plugins from Mixed In Key. These plugins are going to be able to generate melodies, bass lines and arpeggiations following a given scale or set of chords. The pilot plugins have launched with a Futurism Volume 1 style pack, and this is said to be best for melodic techno, progressive house and other electronic genres. This is only the first style pack, and the guys at Mixed In Key have already said that they're going to be looking at other genres and styles in the future. Inside each of the plugins you'll find a different set of modes, and each of these have their own set of controls that can be tweaked. The sounds in this plugin are powered by phase plants, so it also comes with a ton of preloaded presets, a lot of which are based on vintage synths. Of course, I don't make any progressive house or melodic techno, so we're going to see whether we can make a dark trap or drill beat using the pilot plugins bundle. Huge thank you to Mixed In Key for sponsoring this video. Now let's get a melody down. So to begin with, I'm going to be using the pilot arpeggio plugin to see what type of melody it can come up with. As I said earlier, the GUIs for all of these plugins are very similar, so I'll just quickly go over what can be found inside them. The first menu on the top left is going to allow you to choose from different arpeggio, melody or bassline styles. For example, in the arpeggio plugin we have an up mode, down mode, as well as random modes and some others too. Each of these controls, when tweaked, is going to edit the arpeggiation or melody that's being generated. Next to these controls we have a visual indication of the pattern, and just below this we have a regenerate button that's going to generate a whole new arpeggiation. Next to this we have the sound selector, which allows you to choose from a wide range of instruments from different groups. Because these sounds are powered by phase plants, some of them come with macro knobs that can be used to edit the sound to. Then on the right hand side we have two export options, which allows us to either export audio or MIDI. And doing this is as easy as just dragging from the plugin straight onto your playlist. This bottom left menu is going to allow you to choose what chord progression your arpeggio is following. Once you've opened this menu, you'll then have the option to choose from different scales as well as banks of chords. Finally, the preset drop down is going to allow you to choose from different chord progressions, which are represented by these Roman numerals. Across the bottom you can then edit these chords and stretch them out across this timeline. I want this progression to sound quite dark, so I'm going to be going from the 1 to the 6 and then to the 5. I won't be needing this second chord, so I'm just going to hit delete on it. I'm then going to highlight the second chord and select the 6th. Then finally I'm going to select the last chord and choose the 5. So I'm going to be using the preloaded sounds for this video, but I'm just going to show you a quick way that you can route these plugins out to your favorite instruments. So at the top you'll see that I've got the pilot arpeggio plugin loaded, and then down at the bottom we have Anna 2. The first thing you want to do is come into the wrapper settings for the pilot plugins and make sure that you've got the output port set to 1. Next I'm over in Anna 2 and I'm going to go to the wrapper settings again, but this time I'm going to set the input port to 1. Now I've just muted the track in my mixer that's got the pilot plugin on, and you'll now hear that the sound is being output from Anna 2. So I'm just going to mess around with some of these settings now and find a sound that I like and come up with a nice arpeggiation. I'd just like to briefly interrupt this video to remind you all about the Patent Sounds Black Friday sale. All the way up until Cyber Monday, any of the Patent Sounds products can be purchased for 50% off. Just use the code 50Friday when you get to checkout and you'll see your savings. As a special gift to you guys, we've also made the Phoenix drum kit absolutely free until Monday too. Check the links in the video description to be taken to the Patent Sounds store, and we hope that you have a great Black Friday. So we've got that arpeggio sounding nice and dark. Next we're going to be adding a top line using pilot melody. Next, we're going to be putting down a bass line using the Pilot Bass plugin. So another really interesting set of plugins from the guys over at Mixed in Key, and I really can't wait to hear some of the other genres and styles that they come up with. Since this plugin was made for more EDM genres, I think the melody that we got out of it was really good. If you struggle with things like music theory or coming up with counter melodies, then the Pilot plugins are really going to be helpful. Let me know what you think of the Pilot plugins as well as the beat that I've just got out of it in the comments. If you like the look of the plugins and want to find out more, then I'll leave some links to them in the video description. And once again, huge thank you to Mixed in Key for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to know how I make Spanish guitar melodies, then I'll leave a link to that video up here. Then I'll just leave a random video from the channel down here. Big shout out to anybody that made it all the way to the end of the video. I've been Error, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you all in the next one.